You're not going to hear this from your vet, and you definitely won't find it printed on the back of some overpriced flea collar package. But the truth is, most people are wasting hundreds of dollars every year trying to get rid of ticks the wrong way. Harsh chemicals, sketchy shampoos, and solutions that fix nothing while draining your wallet. Yeah, that ends today. What if I told you that the most effective tick treatments are probably already sitting in your kitchen? Sounds crazy, right? But listen, when your dog is scratching nonstop, you don't need another commercial product with ingredients you can't pronounce. You need something that works, fast, naturally, safely. And surprisingly, the answer starts with a bottle of apple cider vinegar, a few drops of neem oil, and yes, even a simple cup of chamomile tea. These three unassuming home remedies, when used the right way, can create a powerful anti-tick defense that rivals the best stuff on the market. But here's the kicker. It's not just about what you use, it's about how you use it. Stick with me, because what you're about to learn could not only save your dog from endless itching, it might just make you wonder why no one ever told you this before. Let's talk about one of those things that seems way too simple to be powerful. But trust me, it's mighty. Apple cider vinegar. You've probably heard about it being tossed into morning detox drinks or splashed into salad dressings, but here's what most people don't realize. This stuff is like liquid strategy in a bottle. It's not just a pantry staple, it's a tool. Especially when it comes to protecting your dog from those stubborn little freeloaders we call ticks. Now imagine you're watching your pup scratch nonstop, day in and day out, and you've tried shampoos, you've tried collars, heck, you've probably considered calling an exorcist. But apple cider vinegar? That's the old school wisdom people overlook. And it works because ticks hate acidic environments. The moment apple cider vinegar touches their turf, they pack their microscopic bags and get out. Mix half a cup of it with half a cup of water, add it to a spray bottle, and mist it lightly over your dog's coat. Avoiding the eyes and open wounds, of course. Simple, right? But here's the twist. Consistency is where the magic happens. Try it once and forget it, nothing changes, stick to it, and you're actively building an invisible shield on your dog's fur. You can even go a step further. Add a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar to your dog's water bowl once a day. Just be sure your vet's cool with it first. Internally and externally, it starts altering the terrain, and parasites just aren't welcome anymore. Think of it like installing a no-entry sign right on your dog's skin. And let's be real, there's something kinda empowering about using a natural method that works without the synthetic stuff. It's like going back to the roots, before everything became chemicalized and complicated. That said, while apple cider vinegar is a champion in this fight, it's not walking into the ring alone. There's another heavyweight that steps in right after. A bitter oil with ancient roots used for centuries to fight off pests, infections, and more. And its name? Well, let's just say it starts with neem and ends with oil. Now, neem oil. This one's a secret weapon most folks have never even heard of, and those who have usually underestimate it. Let's clear that up right now. Neem oil is like nature's bouncer. You don't see it standing in the spotlight, but behind the scenes, it's kicking pests out the back door. Ticks, fleas, mites, the whole gang. It's been used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic medicine, and let me tell you, they knew what they were doing. This bitter, earthy oil is packed with compounds like azadirachtin, which ticks can't stand. It messes with their ability to feed and reproduce, which, if you ask me, is exactly the kind of revenge your dog deserves. Now here's how the wise ones use it. Dilute neem oil in a carrier oil like coconut oil. Because pure neem is super strong, I'm talking 1 part neem to 10 parts coconut. Then rub it between your palms and massage it gently into your dog's coat, especially behind the ears, around the neck, and under the legs. Basically, tick hotspots. You'll notice something interesting. The ticks start vanishing, but your dog stays calm. That's because neem oil also soothes irritated skin. It's like a bodyguard and a spa treatment rolled into one. And the smell? Okay, it's strong. Let's call it earthy elegance, but your dog won't mind. Plus, ticks hate it, which is exactly the point. What's really cool is that you can also make a neem spray. A few drops of neem oil in warm water with a dash of apple cider vinegar. Yes, it's back for an encore. And boom, you've got yourself a daily anti-tick mist that costs next to nothing and does more than those overpriced chemical solutions ever could. And I know what you might be thinking. If this is so good, why don't more people talk about it? Well, sometimes the best stuff isn't on a shelf with fancy labels. It's in the quiet power of ancient remedies that have stood the test of time. Neem oil isn't loud, but it's effective. And when you combine it with that apple cider vinegar base you learned about earlier, you've got yourself a DIY defense system your vet might start asking you about. But hold on. While neem oil is bold and bitter, the next remedy is soft, subtle, and surprisingly effective. It doesn't smell strong or sting the skin. In fact, it's the kind of thing you'd associate with peace, calm, and tea before bed. But in the world of tick defense, it's a stealthy little ninja. Let's talk about chamomile tea. Now here's where things get interesting. You wouldn't expect a gentle cup of chamomile tea, yes, that same stuff your grandma sips before bed, to show up in a conversation about ticks. But here we are. That's the beauty of nature. Sometimes the softest tools make the biggest impact. Chamomile tea isn't loud, it doesn't burn, it doesn't reek like neem oil or bite like apple cider vinegar. And yet, it works. Why? Because it's packed with natural anti-inflammatory, antifungal, and antimicrobial properties that not only help soothe your dog's irritated skin, but also repel unwanted bugs. Ticks don't just hate acidity or bitterness, they hate a clean, calm, balanced surface. And chamomile delivers just that. Picture this. You brew a strong cup of chamomile tea, organic if possible. Let it cool to room temperature, and then soak a soft cloth or cotton ball in it. Now gently wipe down the areas your dog's been scratching most, between the toes, behind the ears, base of the tail. It's like giving your pup a moment of peace in a chaotic world. A spa day they didn't even ask for. What's more, this method is perfect for puppies, older dogs, or any canine with sensitive skin who can't handle stronger solutions like neem oil or even diluted apple cider vinegar. Chamomile is your go-to when your dog's skin needs healing and protection. It can also be turned into a spray, just like the other remedies. Brew a larger batch, pour it into a spray bottle, and keep it in the fridge for daily use. The coolness soothes, while the properties of chamomile do their quiet work. And get this, some dog owners have even noticed reduced anxiety after applying chamomile regularly. Coincidence? Maybe, but it makes sense. A calmer dog scratches less. Less scratching, fewer open wounds. Fewer open wounds. Fewer opportunities for ticks to latch on. It's all connected. And let's not forget, you can combine this with the other tools in your natural arsenal. Imagine rotating treatments. Apple cider vinegar on Mondays, neem oil midweek, chamomile tea on the weekend. Your dog gets protection, healing, and balance. A triple threat. And as you start seeing results, something clicks. You realize that the real power doesn't come from fancy labels or overpriced pet store gimmicks. It comes from consistency, from knowing what to use and when to use it. And while chamomile tea may seem like the underdog in this story, sometimes it's the quietest characters that change the game. But hey, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's go back to where it all started. Because there's something about these three remedies together that most people still don't fully understand. So now that you've got these three powerful natural remedies in your hands, what are you going to do with them? Let them sit in your cupboard like they're just part of the grocery list? Or are you actually going to use them to give your dog the relief they deserve? Because let's be honest, knowing isn't the same as doing. You've seen how apple cider vinegar can build an invisible shield, how neem oil acts like nature's bodyguard, and how chamomile tea brings healing and peace where there was once scratching and stress. And yet, most people will still go back to the pet store and grab the same old chemical fix that never worked in the first place. Are you one of them? Or are you ready to break that cycle? What if just one spray, one rub down, one cup of tea could start making a difference today? The choice is yours. But if you're serious about changing your dog's life and saving a bit of money and stress while you're at it, then act. Try it out. And hey, don't just keep it to yourself. Drop a comment below and let me know which remedy you're most excited to try. Have you used any of them before? Did they work? I want to hear your experience. And while you're here, do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because this isn't just a one-off tip, it's the beginning of a smarter, simpler, more natural way to care for your dog, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.